Stop. Keep on, I said it ain't gon' stop. It ain't gon' stop, it ain't gon' flop. Stop acting like we ain't so hot.
What's going on, people? This is Influence back with another review. This is ZB-03 Chronos, Silver Arrow. Of course, it's Silverbolt. Masterpiece representation from Zeta Toys. And it's quite wonderful, but not without its flaws. So as you know, they're coming out with the Aerobots. Aerobots is my favorite team ever. My favorite combiner team, I think, because growing up I had all of them for one, and I think that was one of the only combiners I had all of them. For some reason, I don't know how I acquired all of them, because I used to always have sporadic. I think when I went to the store, I used to ask my mom for stuff. She would say no. Then every now and then she would say yeah, and I would get a member. But then I would forget when I go to the store and get a different member. So I always had like 2 Stunnicons, like 3 Constructicons. Like I never could form a combiner. So I had all of these guys, and I think one Christmas I got Silverbolt because he was a lot bigger, of course, in G1. So anyway, story time is over, but that's the reasoning why the Aerobots is my favorite team. But yeah, this is Silverbolt, so I'm just gonna show him off. I have the guns on just because you can do that. I don't know who's gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that much, ever. But it's something you can do. I'm gonna take it off right now because I don't really like it. But this is a giant gun for minus the part that you combine for Superion. So, in this, which you cannot see, this gun is in, it just has a little peg, so it pegs in underneath. So that's pretty cool that they included that. Hey, what you gonna do? So here's this guy. He's a Concorde. Of course, his nose bends like the Concorde. I don't know if you know what the Concorde is, but it's used to be I don't think it's used anymore, but it was a jet that could go supersonic speed with passengers. So I think he could fly like across overseas for like an hour. You don't want a history lesson. Of course, show you the underside. Nothing but a big bot underneath the plane, which is what they were. To the credit, I think that's just the design. That's a design issue if you have an issue with that. But it's G1, so I don't have an issue with it. You have the landing gear here. They just fold out of the legs like that. They can go all the way in. And you have this landing gear up here, which is kind of spring loaded and can go in as well if you need it to be. Of course, it came in bot mode, so I'm starting out in plain mode. I'm trying to think of some of the problems. I know that it's very panel-y. Some of these things don't. This tabs in actually really well once you get everything situated and tabbed in. But when you're putting it in, like, stuff is flopping around and this flops around. But once everything is together, it actually is surprisingly very sturdy. There's a gap right there. I will say that. Let me see if I can get that in focus. I've been trying to get mine closed. It could be me. It could be the figure. Basically, you want to take all these panels off. I usually flip these up. They're not pegged in. That's a kind of a gripe. They don't peg in anywhere. They have like slots to slot in and stay where they should be, but they don't really peg in. The rest of the stuff pretty much has pegs for a lot of it, but as you can see, it's starting to fall apart now. Like, as soon as you take it apart, I just take this whole thing because you want to deal with this. It's probably easier to deal with this first. Let's open this up. Flip the nose cone in. Close it back. Let me see. Just trying to see if it was an issue with me. It could be just the nose cone. Could be just, it looks like maybe just a toy issue. So then this comes up here like this. And there's pegs right here. Once you get it all pegged in as well, it will stay together. But until then, it is kind of a mess. So just open that up. So this is gonna come up here. Then you're gonna put this up here and down. So these are tabs. I wouldn't really worry about this. Oh, you can't see that. It would help if I had it on camera. So these tabs right here, they pop up because they're gonna they lock these into place right there. They go on those. But it's guaranteed, and you just fold this. It's guaranteed to fall apart though, before you get everything else together. So I do it, but it's guaranteed to look crazy. This part is on a sliding hinge. That was my error. You can't slide it when it's like this. That's part of it, locking it in. So you fold it and then you slide it, and now it's gonna be on the back, kind of like this. The other end. So you fold it down and then you can slide it down. And you just fold it up. And it just goes whatever. So I just leave all this stuff up here. Then you deal with these panels. Just fold that. Easy, bring it out. There's a tab right there that goes right there on both sides. These are going to fold together like that. And it's not the best because it should line up exactly in order to go flush into the leg, but it doesn't. So you can take these arms right here. There's a tab that goes into the leg. So I just usually get them out the way. It's like a bunch of hinges. Get those out the way. Then I'll undo the legs. Then you can just work on getting the stuff into the legs. Fold that down. Then you Cabana Wars. Anybody familiar with Cabana Wars? It's almost just like it, but doesn't really slide in anywhere. It's just a tab. You can get this foot out if you want. Now this is where I have an issue. It's no real clearance, so you just gotta get it past that. And to tell you the truth, I found if you put this panel down first and then you put that on top, it's better because then you have a more clearance than you would. Then you can get it in there. Oh, first fold this over. You want to fold this back over as well. So, but it's still, that doesn't help with right here. So that's my main concern. And I always have a lot of trouble when I'm on camera. There you go. You gotta get that in there. There's a tab that goes in the leg. Another tab down here. You're good. Got a leg done. Over here is the same way. Fold that. Like I said, you want to fold this outer piece down first because it gives you more clearance on this end. And you want to Cabana Wars the leg. Move it out to get some more room. It's just like a clip that it slips over. It's not really anything. It's just like retaining thing. Flip this over. And you put that in there. Get the tabs together. Got the legs done. Let's move the camera up. What's going on up here? So all this stuff I just leave because it's a mess in the back. Until you get it done, it's just gonna fall apart again. So this is down here like this for plain mode. You wanna, it's like a double hinge. And there's a tab and a slot right there, and it should just it should. There's also, yeah, there's a slot right. Can you see that? No, because this stuff is in the way. Slot right there too, where, let me show you the back side. So you just hinge it up. The slot right there. There you go. Then this is on a double hinge as well. So you double hinge that, push it in. Double hinge, push it in. And you can pull these down. These don't stay as well as I would like them to. I'm not sure what that's about, but work on the back before we work on, well, we can work on the rest of the arms. So let me put it down a little bit, it's not as big. So then this arm, this is where I have an issue on mine. I don't know if it's all of them, but it is a problem. So you want to get this out. Now right here, this is not glued on, so it comes off often. Okay, maybe this one is. Maybe it's just the other one. The other one I have issues with, and I will show you. Then it's accordion. Actually get this fist out. Just pull it out. I do have trouble with this fist. Accordion that like that, and then close this up. Now this fist, I'm not going to move because I believe it's stressed to the point where it's about to get sawed off the mushroom peg. The mushroom peg is tight in there. I don't know if anybody can give me any pointers of what I should do, but there's a mushroom peg that the fist is on. It doesn't turn. It's almost frozen, and besides breaking this maybe or sticking something in there, maybe I will pry it out. But I don't want to break that peg because then it's a wrap for the fist. Even though I won't really need it because I got these for combine mode basically, but I still don't want my toy broken. So, and then you can push these arms in like that to give them more of a arm. Same thing over here. Now this is the one that comes out. See, it's just a peg, and I think it's supposed to be glued in there. Maybe the other one is glue, and maybe I will glue it because it just moves on here. It doesn't need to be non-stationary. Now this one, this fist is the opposite. It's super loose, and it comes off the mushroom peg easily, as you can see. So that's another issue that I have with this. Then I get the head out, and then we'll fool with the back. Head sculpt is super nice. I do like that, and I like the metallic eyes instead of light piping. But all right, let's get to the back. So the back is relatively easy. It's just a bunch of stuff back here. So there's a little peg that you want to flip out. There's a little slot right here that slots and slots down in order to keep all of this together. So you want to slot it down like that. And when it slots down, then you can push it. Now this is secure, very secure on the back. Then you can get all this together and secure it so it's not flopping around. So once you do that, it does stay secure. It doesn't flop around. Let me turn this like this. So there's a peg right there. Oh no. So you turn that upside down, and then you should be able to secure it. And then it secures on here. You can do it either whatever way you want, but it's just easier. I found it easier if you do it like that. I mean, you can do it like this as well. and then keep them out. I think I'll leave it like that because I think that's how it is on. I think it's just secured like that. But it is kind of a mess back here. But once you, like I said, once you get it right and stop messing with it, then you're all right. Like it's not falling apart. See? But it's just hard to get there, to tab in all those tabs and get everything together. There you have Silverbolt. You get his gun. His gun just has a slot that tabs in to a slot in his hand. Like I said, that other hand I'm not fooling with, so I'll put it in this hand. He actually holds his gun pretty well, better than the other guys. So, and I'm going to show some comparisons with them in a minute before I get to articulation. Here he is with the other members that are out right now. I need a symbol for him, but yeah, I like the way they scale. He's not super big compared to them. They have the same aesthetic. They look like a team. I mean, what can you say? They look like a team. Can't wait for the other two to come. I'll do articulation, and then I may put him in the other mode in order to get him into the body. And I'll go over some of the stuff. I'm not going to go over all of the accessories because I did another video with the opening, the box unboxing, that went over most of the accessories. So I'll just go over his combine mode and how to put him into his torso. He's not flawless, but I do like him. So let's go over some articulation. His head moves like that, goes all the way around. He doesn't have light piping. Oh wait, well it looks like he does, but I don't know. It looks like his eyes are painted as well, so maybe he has both. I'm not sure. It kinda, no, it's just some light comes through his eyes, but I don't think it's really light piping. So his arms go all the way around. These wings does hit those wings, so there's that. He has double jointed arms. I suspect that's for his other mode to go into the body. Does have a waist swivel. It's not too bad as far as backpack getting in the way, but it does get in the way a little bit. Is what it is. Skirts go up, so he can get. He has good ratchets, so which is weird because very well. I guess because his legs are so heavy. Yeah, he has super good ratchets. They're not those kind that feel like they're gonna break. So as you can see, it goes down a little bit, but it's not super crazy. But it's enough. You can get the splits. You can get the running. But yeah, I think the ratchets are fine. So his legs, he has knee. It is double jointed. Well, almost, yeah, kind of double jointed. He gets more than 90. He has a thigh. Did he have an elbow? Yeah, he has an elbow. I forgot to show the elbow. His hands, as I said, this one is frozen. So I'm going to see what I can do about that. But it's basically spins all the way around. And this one is super loose. So that's an issue. But like I said, these guys are going to be in combine mode. So it's not a super issue for me. But I'd rather it not be there. if I, oh, turn my light down. If I could have it, I'd rather not. So you get the super toe, get the little wobble a little bit, get down, you get up a little tiny. As you can see, he doesn't really have a heel spur, just the rockets underneath. Yeah, so what else? I think that's it as far as articulation. Combine mode. First, put his head in. Let me turn the light on a tad bit. Let's put his head in. What else you gotta get this out of? Cause it is a pain till you get it right. Get that up there like that. Cause then you're gonna have to put these legs up, wrap it around. So I do the toes, and just put the toes like this, cause they're gonna have to be like that anyway. So then you wanna get these skirts out the way, cause sometimes it gets in the way. And now you use the double joint on the knees and bend it up. Bend it up. And it needs to be bent like all the way up on that joint. Cause then you can get this stuff out the way, cause you gotta try to move this around it. And it can be a little difficult, but it doesn't have to be. So you get that this way. Then you get these back into almost like place. You can see where it tabs in. It'll tab in on the legs here, and right here there's two pegs. Tabs on the back of the legs. But you want to get this tab in first, which goes here. And it sandwiches. So I always turn it upside down. So just use gravity as your friend. Make sure it's up here on the upper one. I don't know if it fits on the lower one, but that's not right. Be kind of difficult. Let me get it off camera. And you just want to make sure. Let me show you, like right here, these, like I was saying, these joints have to be flush, almost like a L, because they're double joints. So you want them pointed up. All right. So once you get that in there like that, it stays pretty tight. Then you get these two pegs in here. Keeps all that together. So basically you got the back. You can clean this up later. Oh, you can't see it. Yeah, so basically you get a little brick, right? So I already put the hands in. You gotta put the hands in, but you know my hands are kind of jacked. So you gotta pull this out and put it down like you're going to jet mode. But it's easier to go from robot mode into this mode. So so right now you gotta get this. I say get these missiles on the bottom, I believe, or like this, where it can bend that way, if you know what I mean, because it has to bend that way, and then this bends. Oh no, wait, you gotta get this so it bends up into a L, sort of like that, and then can bend it this way, then bend it forward. It's on a double. You just gotta make sure you have this joint correct, or it won't bend like it's supposed to. So since it's correct, it should bend back and slot in that tab right there. And there you go. Let me show you on this one better. So put it down, put this like, so the little missile thing is on the bottom. Make sure you have this tab, and see it's not right because it doesn't hold in well right here like that. That's a gripe I have. I'm kind of glad it's not the full torso, because I don't think it would be right. I think that's part of the issue. So let's get it together. Get these pieces more stable. So then comes this piece. Once you have that brick, you should be good to go. Open this up. Open all this up, drop that down. He should slide into this slot right here. There's actually some rails that he slides into. This is like a rail. So if you don't have his legs, I suspect, no, it should be alright. It should just slide into that. There's rails at the bottom. So if you line it up correct, it should be good. I think I had it. Slide that into there. And this thing keeps falling, of course. So, I don't know, my batteries are kind of jacked, but as you can see, it fills out pretty well. He's gonna be a big boy. He's a good bot. I enjoy it. I like him. My negatives are probably the build quality. It's weird because I know there was complaints about the other ones with build quality, but I didn't feel it. I didn't think the build quality was bad, especially for $65. And I think that's what it comes down to. Sometimes you get what you pay for. So these are less expensive than most of the third-party MP offerings. Zeta has really, like, I think you're getting above what you pay for, personally. But this one feels a little, I don't know, it feels like maybe you got what you paid for and all the money was spent in the extras, which is not bad for me because I'm using this as my Cabiner, my Superion. So I'm fine with the build quality because he's never really going to be in robot mode. I like the planes a lot. I think they're solid forms in the planes. He's a little fidgety in robot mode, but I do like him. I think it's a good representation of the character. I know people are going to be looking to get Fans Toys, and I definitely think that Fans Toys will probably have, not probably, they will have a lot better build quality. They also will be a lot more expensive than these guys, so it's a give or take. I can't see Fans Toys Combine mode being better, but they could surprise us. They could, I mean, they would have to copy what Zeta's doing personally to make, I think, to make a Combine mode as big, and also use better materials. Because even the Combine mode parts, they solid, they're big, they're thick, but the plastic doesn't feel as expensive as some of the other third-party offerings. But it doesn't bother me because I love the look, and even just seeing pictures of him, I just think it's going to be a great Cabiner. and just knowing the other cabiners that they've made, I would like them to do all the cabiners. So this is probably one of the longest reviews I've done, and I appreciate you if you made it this far. Give me a like, subscribe, and a share if you did.
Hip hop, I feel I gotta say, who am I? You might say influence, and I spit better than most in this game.